Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Handoff to the lone back. Fights off a defender. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Takes the handoff. It's Daly. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, first down. Hands it off. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. ground with the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Hauls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Motion from the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on 4th. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll go to the counter. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Fires left, and that ball is picked off. Looking for more room at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And now this offense will take the field again. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hubbard. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The aerial assault continues. He's right on target. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hubbard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his tight end. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 1st down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's complete to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Fires to the big fella. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a compelling 1st half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Give to the single back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And, boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up 14 over Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find...
When he breaks into the open, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The back goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Ware. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give them the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. An 84-yard drive there, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. A sack ends the drive for this O, and the punting unit is now on the field. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Ware. Stopped after making the catch. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Looking to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. The 10. And he will house it. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement here from the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
What's up, Grizz, man? Had to jump in the shower, man. I just came back out from outside spraying spraying off my house. I had to spray the house on the side and the front and all that shit off little vinyls. So I just got out the shower, bro. Hey, man, appreciate the sub, bro, man. Got them on the YouTube side of things, bro. That shit really do me like. Then you over here on Twitch and shit, man. That's what's up. Like, for real, bro. That's love, man. I appreciate that shit.
And let this clock tick away.
Using the quick game. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
Thank God I came out the
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Trying to get to it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll call for the fair catch here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Hubbard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Makes the catch. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
They'll line up to go for two. Pushes ahead. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Running it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to pass on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
The comeback, man. They finally got them a win. We go back to the losing column. We fought at 1-3.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things
A
just
tough,
and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough.
Tough first season here, probably our last season.
What do I need to be
We took over, but I don't think this dynasty is going after this.
plays, Jesse?
We're going to 26, and we took TSU, which we'll actually be playing those games.
A little bit
So,
better effort next week.
unless they have a coach mode feature, then we're definitely fucking with that with RFL, man.
Has a lot of talent.
But till next time, to next week, man. It's your boy Ski, the EA Monsters,
That's gonna do it for
trying to
us.
put it together, man.
David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I got my dicky sell my DD out for 90, boom to 50. Fuck that Billy Joe. On the court like we gon' trigger on him. Dead to him. Losing back to back, they still ain't slide like that shit weird. County jail, he go on any deck, that shit get real for him. When I'm on papers, I'm going to visit Steve, free my man and them. And they almost got inside his head. What they saying to him? And all the deathless that you look up to, I'm the man to them. OCL, 4L, kill, 21. I don't even know pop out that cut. Drop your nuts. Smoke with smoking. He got 21. Dry down on your man. Been not clutch. Time that shit get spent. They blaming the they hood. Twin, let's go flame it up. Lime, go they meet. Hang it up. Get your block took, trying to hang with us. 21. I grew up on the east side, danger.
Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. Using his legs, it's Conley.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. And it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. PAT unit on the field. Back to pass. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out. working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 15, Louisiana 0.
The Raging Cajuns are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to Davis. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working the middle. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of
success. Had these dudes gonna run. If they do got them come out and pass, they gonna pass and trips tight end. Yeah, it's all YouTube and Meta. Told you.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Arizona! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Arizona 22, Louisiana 0.
The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Afterburners coming. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Arizona. And the route is on.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll go out of bounds well short of the goal line as the fake didn't have a chance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana 0.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Quarterback checking the play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Arizona. And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll ride Davis here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intent.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks, offensive coordinator, get the ball playing more better.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on first down.
Banner! 414 satellite! 414 satellite!
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At the 42. Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. To the air, it's Fafita. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker. There's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Wide out in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Arizona.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arizona 35, Louisiana 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
Ready up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The short hands, it's Jensen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He'll just keep slinging it. He lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
6-9-1.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Floating away. On the move, he fires. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. A shot for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Sauced up on the walker, yeah. Wrist dripping till I'm mop up. Hold lock up when I pop up. Al Qaeda when I pop stuff. Get a killer, put the Glock up. Give it to me, I squeeze on it. Bless a nigga like I sneezed on him. I'm the hottest in it, I got cheese on it. Bad bitch, but she got fleas on it. And going for peace so it feeds on it. Pull up and shit with the bees on it. Slushing the door with codeine on it. Right now, suntan, put the beam on it. Burn his ass, put the stream on it. He said the threat that my team want it. The love of the life, put some things on it. I never wanted the fame, I just want the money. This shit just came with it. Fucking the game with no rubber, get 20 a shot. And I just came with it. I hit the gas, I come out the asshole. I just got rid of my last hole. She say I'm my asshole. She stuck in the past though.